Hi, welcome to Pine Hollow's 10-minute field trips. My name is Anita Sanchez, and we're going to be taking some field trips to some places you might not expect. So come on and explore. On this field trip, we're going to study geology, which is the science of rocks. I think one of the reasons I've always liked rocks and collecting them and learning about them is their beautiful colors. Rocks come in so many different, amazing colors, all the colors of the rainbow. I love the golden color of this rock. It's a mineral called citrine, kind of like a citrus fruit. It's bright orange. If a rock has a lot of red color in it, that probably means it has some iron in it. Iron is an element that, when it combines with oxygen, it turns red. That's why nails get rusty and turn red. So these rocks have some iron in them. There are three basic types of rocks. There's igneous rocks, which come from volcanoes, from molten layers of rock underneath the ground. There's sedimentary rock, which is when bits of sand or shells or pebbles, over the course of millions and millions of years, get cemented into hard, solid layers. And then there's metamorphic rock. When something happens to either igneous or sedimentary rock, extreme heat or heavy pressure, that changes it into a whole different kind of rock. Rocks are all around us. We see them every day. Often they make the very buildings that we live in or go to school in. But we don't really think about rocks very much. This building is made of a kind of rock that's very hard. It's called granite. Granite is an igneous rock. It's formed when magma or molten rock cools very slowly. You can see it's got kind of a salt and pepper sort of color to it. Those are the different minerals it's made of. Quartz and mica. Sometimes it has feldspar. This is a piece of sedimentary rock called slate. You can see the layers. Long ago, layers of mud laid down one on top of the other. And then it was pressed together by the weight of the earth above it over millions of years to form this rock. But you can still see the layers, and the layers can be split apart pretty easily. So long ago, they used to use these layers of slate to make slates that you could write on. And kids would go to school and write on their slates. And they were also called blackboards. And they would have big ones on the walls for the teacher to write on. So that's why we still sometimes call them blackboards today, even though nowadays they're mostly white because we write on them with colored markers. But in the old days, when you went to school, you wouldn't bring pencil and paper, you'd bring your slate. Sometimes when a sedimentary rock is in the water, in the river, or on a beach, the water will erode it away smooth it and leave the beautiful pattern of stripes. You can still see those layers. How about roads? Are roads made out of rock? Well, not exactly. Roads are made out of something called asphalt, which is a combination of rocks and gravel mixed with tar and spread out over the surface of the ground to make a smooth surface for the cars. But you can see the rocks inside the asphalt. What about sidewalks? What are they made out of? They're as hard as rock, but they're not exactly the same thing as rock. Sidewalks and curbs are usually made of something called concrete, which has rocks in it. It has ground up bits of rocks and sand and gravel, and it's all held together with cement. And cement is made by grinding up different types of rocks and adding chemicals to them to make it all sticky so the rocks will stick together. You can see that concrete has a lot of rock in it. What about bricks? Are bricks the same thing as rocks? Bricks aren't rocks. Bricks are made out of clay, which is a type of soil. The bricks are formed into rectangular shapes and then heated up in a kiln to make them harder. If you decide you want to start your own rock collection, you can buy them, of course. You can go to a rock and gem shop and buy beautiful specimens online. But I actually like to collect the ones that I find. I really prefer the ones that I pick up on the beach or along the side of the road. The sort of lumpy, bumpy ones that have interesting shapes and colors that are a mystery, and I can try to find out what they are. And my favorite kind of rock to collect is green rocks. I think green rocks are good luck. I just like green rocks, so I always try to look for rocks that are green. I just love rocks, and I hope you enjoy them too. So thanks for listening, and don't forget to go out there and look around, start your own collection, and remember that geology rocks. Thanks for exploring. See you next time.